doing 7 days of the week.
Can I ask a question? Because I know this has been a critique of your organization and of many. Were you seeking to have some kind of either role at Twitter or any kind of donations made or other things?
No.
I only say that because there have been folks who've looked at these situations and felt that they were being shaken down.
Look, I think, let me be honest about that, right? I think it is sort of anti-Semitic trope to suggest when Jewish people express a degree of outrage over anti-Semitism, that somehow that's a shakedown because Jews are greedy.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got to revisit this topic of the ADL versus Elon Musk. And if you guys aren't familiar with this topic, essentially Elon Musk is threatening to sue the ADL out of existence for $22 billion, according to him, because the ADL has cost Twitter/X 60% of its advertising revenue, according to Elon Musk, because the ADL, led by Jonathan Greenblatt, is actively putting pressure on advertisers to not fund Twitter, right? To not support Twitter. Because according to him, Twitter is a cesspool of anti-Semitism and white supremacy. So therefore, advertisers shouldn't do business with Twitter/X/Elon Musk, okay? And this is the censorship weapon of choice from the far left, which is to try to force advertisers not to support speech that they don't agree with politically, okay? I mean, organizations like the ADL call anything they disagree with hate and bigotry, and I'm going to prove that to you guys in this video. But the ADL CEO, Mr. Greenblatt here, he actually denies these allegations that he is trying to force advertisers to boycott or to not support Elon Musk. Take a look.
It looks to most people like Elon Musk overpaid maybe by 2x for something that he wanted in Twitter.
Right.
He allowed extremists back onto the site. You guys have documented how the anti-Semitism has come back to Twitter in waves. Meanwhile, it's a terrible user experience. So revenue is down, and he blames you, to which you say what?
Well, look, I mean, I can't tell you exactly why Elon is doing this, but what I can tell you is many of the claims he's making are just wrong. So I've never accused him of being anti-Semitic. The platform itself clearly isn't inherently anti-Semitic. And I would challenge him to find a single advertiser on whom we put any pressure, because we're simply not doing that. At the same time, I'm not going to stop calling out anti-Jewish hate. That's my job as the head of the ADL, to stop anti-Semitism, racism, all forms of bigotry. And the truth is there is a problem on the platform.
Yeah, so this guy claims that his job is to stop all forms of bigotry. And we all know what that means. We can read between the lines. When Democrats/progressives say that, what they really mean is that their job is to stop any type of political opinion that they disagree with. Because according to these guys, anything they disagree with is racism. I mean, the ADL literally is an organization that changed the definition of racism or racist to only apply to white people, right? Only white people can be racist, okay? And only non-white people can experience racism, right? Apparently, white people can't experience racism, okay? And non-white people can't be racist. Again, this is not about fighting against anti-Semitism or bigotry. It's really about controlling speech. And this guy claims that he doesn't put any pressure on advertisers to boycott Twitter, X, Elon Musk, and that he would dare anybody to find an advertiser that he's put pressure on. Well, I mean, this guy in the past, before, when it came to Tucker Carlson, apparently this guy put a ton of pressure on a whole federation of advertisers to boycott Tucker Carlson, because allegedly, in comments made to the World Federation of Advertisers, okay, this guy basically claimed that Tucker Carlson has openly endorsed the white supremacist great replacement theory, okay? And he's criticized social media companies, including Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and others, for enabling the spread of propaganda, disinformation, and hate. Furthermore, he went on to accuse Tucker Carlson of espousing white supremacist ideology, and also he pleaded, begged the World Federation of Advertisers to consider the role of advertisers in stopping how hatred is being mainstream in America in 2021. Telling them that they have a potential role to play, aka don't support these platforms or pull money from these platforms that don't do as we say, right? That don't go along with our agenda. Okay. quote, through your advertising muscle, you have a distinct and powerful voice in what information networks like Fox and Facebook will and will not allow on their platforms. Greenblatt said, you can hold them accountable like few other actors in society because your dollars are the fuel that enables their business models. And so we need your help in sending a message when your media networks fail us and allow hatred to spread. Greenblatt added, and when I say we need your help, I mean it. Yeah, so again, this guy wants you to believe that he is not begging advertisers to basically boycott Elon Musk, but this same guy just a couple years ago was begging advertisers to boycott Tucker Carlson. I mean, this guy is he's flat out lying. Right? He is lying, okay? And this is a problem, okay? Organizations like ADL who do this, who try to pressure advertisers to boycott and to take away ad revenue from platforms or people that they disagree with politically, are one of the main reasons why we have the censorship that we have. So all the criticism that this guy is getting is well-deserved. But we all know what happens when you criticize any one of these people who have a perpetual victim complex, right? Any type of criticism of me is hate and bigotry. Again, they're going to cry and scream some type of ism, right? Whether it be racism, sexism, anti-Semitism, they're going to do that, okay? And this guy is so into that, right? He's so into that this guy basically accuses a Jewish host of this show on CNBC. He states, I'm Jewish. He's going to accuse this host of anti-Semitism simply because he asked Jonathan Greenblatt about accusations that he's shaking down these companies, right? And he's going to say, well, that's anti-Semitic. That's an anti-Semitic trope, right? He's going to accuse a Jewish person of being anti-Semitic. Again, it just blows my mind, right? It really does. Just listen to this guy talk. Again, this is the reason why we have so much censorship right here, okay? Let's listen to this.
Well, so let's step back, right? So I had a meeting last week with Linda Yaccarino, the new CEO of Twitter, right, at her request. And we had a very frank and productive conversation. I tweeted afterwards about that fact that we had a frank and productive conversation, as I've had with Elon Musk in the past. And then that triggered a number of white supremacists to organize this hashtag campaign, ban the ADL.
Yeah, so again, anybody that disagrees with ADL is a white supremacist, right? Anybody that says, hey, you know what, maybe we should ban the ADL for trying to censor political opinions that they disagree with, that apparently makes you a white supremacist. Again, it's just amazing. It really is. Any criticism of these people, any criticism of them is a form of hate and bigotry, which tells you what all of this is about. It's about controlling speech. That's what it's about.
And you've got to understand, and we're used to this at the ADL, we regularly get attacked by the right and the left, but this campaign went viral very quickly with white supremacists, hardened anti-Semites and other people spreading it across the service. And it literally was a trending topic over the course of the weekend.
Do you fundamentally...
Yeah, so you can't criticize the ADL unless you are a white supremacist or anti-Semitic, okay? I mean, this is what this guy is alluding to here in this conversation. Anybody that criticizes the ADL for, promoting censorship and trying to shake down people like Elon Musk, you must be anti-Semitic. You also must be a white supremacist. Interesting.
Believe that Elon Musk is anti-Semitic?
I have never said Elon Musk is anti-Semitic. I've been on this show and said that I didn't think he was anti-Semitic. And I don't think Twitter as a platform is anti-Semitic. And as we've said here, hate speech is the price of free speech. But let's acknowledge that when Elon Musk and the platform bring people, hardened anti-Semites back on, when they validate their rantings, when they algorithmically amplify them and allow it to spread.
Spoke to Linda Yaccarino.
Yeah. So again, this guy has an issue with how Elon Musk is running his company, right? Which is amazing. Like, what does the ADL have to do with how Elon Musk runs his company? I don't understand. This man is mad because Elon Musk, who is the CEO of the company, who owns the company, who bought the company with $44 billion, is not going to let this guy come up in his company that he bought with his money and run it, right? So therefore, this guy is going to try to run Twitter / X into the ground by accusing the platform of being anti-Semitic. Now, he says he's not accusing the platform of being anti-Semitic, but he's accusing the platform of harboring anti-Semitism or promoting anti-Semitism, which, again, is just another way of accusing the platform of being anti-Semitic and Elon Musk of being anti-Semitic for allowing it. Again, these people are so full of themselves. He's so full of himself that he really thinks that he should be running X / Twitter, that he should be calling the shots. It's crazy, man.
In person, what did you speak about?
We talked about what she's trying to do with the platform and what they want to do in terms of make it a safe place.
AKA censorship, right? We talked about how can you censor the platform so that we're happy to promote our agenda, because that's what it's about. It's about politics. And people got upset with that, rightfully so. People said, why in the world is the ADL talking to the CEO of Twitter? Trying to promote more censorship. Yeah, people are going to have an issue with it. And when they get pushback, when they get any type of criticism, oh, he hating bigotry, we're under attack, this is dangerous.
A better place, a healthier place for advertisers, for users, and I deeply agree with that. That's a better thing, not just for her and the business. It's a better thing for the world. If Twitter, this really important service.
But then I'm trying to understand where...
Again, it's funny. This guy really thinks that he knows how to run Twitter / X. He knows how to run this business better than the people that are running it, right? Again, he ain't going to put up $44 billion to buy it, but he thinks that he should have the right to run it and tell them, we know what's best for your business. Amazing. Amazing.
Where the hate came in,
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of hate out there, unfortunately, and I'm Jewish, so I feel that. But but the hate that Elon Musk seemed to direct towards you, and I'm trying to understand what might have happened at that meeting or not.
He didn't direct any hate towards him. Elon Musk pointed out rightfully that, hey, the ADL has been trying to take down this platform. They're trying to destroy my $44 billion investment, right? So the guy that runs this organization is him. Okay, so again, that's not directing any type of hate. That's just point out what Elon Musk feels is one of the reasons why his business is not doing as well as it could be doing. He has a right to do that as a businessman, especially when, again, you have somebody that is actively trying to destroy your business.
And I wonder how much some of it's Jonathan Greenblatt related, not ADL related, I think, isn't it?
I don't know. Like, I'm not running a fan club here. My job is to keep Jewish people safe.
Right, exactly.
Right?
You're
and
not
it's
here to
really
make friends,
disturbing because we had a frank and productive conversation. And in fact, not only did I tweet it out positively, she replied to my tweet.
But did she say to you that advertisers weren't coming back because you were telling them not to?
No, I didn't hear that at all. I can't explain that. Because, again, I'm not engaged in a dialogue with advertisers about Twitter. What I am engaged with is keeping Jewish people safe. That's what ADL is doing 7 days of the week.
Can I ask a question? Because I know this has been a critique of your organization and of many. Were you seeking to have some kind of either role at Twitter or any kind of donations made or other things?
No.
I only say that because there have been folks who've looked at these situations and felt that they were being shaken down.
Look, I think, let me be honest about that, right? I think it is sort of anti-Semitic trope to suggest when Jewish people express a degree of outrage over anti-Semitism, that somehow that's a shakedown because Jews are greedy. That sounds to me... I'm not saying you believe that. I'm not even trying
to... I'm just saying that is the critique. Occasionally you hear the critique among not-for-profits in certain cases that are involved in certain causes that talk to companies, and you hear it from leaders who say, I feel like
I hear that, but my view on all of this, we've talked about this.
Yeah, so this guy, he's so sensitive to any type of criticism, right? He doesn't want anybody to say anything negative about him or his organization, that he basically tries to accuse a Jewish guy, or at the very least, he tried to check a Jewish guy on potentially espousing anti-Semitic tropes, because he's being asked about the fact that the ADL is being accused of trying to shake down social media companies. And he automatically, that criticism is bigotry, right? Even if it's true, right? Doesn't matter. It is bigotry to even accuse us of doing something that, hey, a lot of people would say is true. Again, it's all about stifling conversation. It's all about banning free speech. They don't want you to be able to criticize them. They don't want you to be able to question their agenda. And the best way to do that is to cry hate and bigotry over the smallest form of criticism. Even a guy that's Jewish asking about some of the criticisms. Oh, that's bigotry. Don't say that. Don't say that. That's what that was. That was I'm checking you as a Jewish man. Even you can't criticize me. It's crazy, man.
This before on this show. I don't believe in, and this is really to you, Joe, I don't believe in cancel culture.
Right.
I believe in counsel culture.
Right.
So someone makes a mistake, you help them fix it. So what we've tried to do over the years with Twitter, with YouTube, with Facebook and all of its platforms, with Reddit, with Discord, I could go on, is to work with them to make those platforms
I'm just trying
better.
to understand what led to this, whatever's happening here. That was why I asked.
Well, again, I think Elon's a complicated person. I can't explain what prompted those tweets, but what I can see is the spread of toxic anti-Semitism. And by the way, don't take my word for it. Just look at this hashtag campaign. Right. Look at what people are posting. See what they are saying. It's ugly, and at a time when Jewish people are vulnerable. We have the Jewish holidays of Rosh Hashanah in a few weeks. Right. People are on edge. I think we've got to keep them safe, and that means not amplifying and intensifying anti-Jewish hate.
Jonathan,
It's
Appreciate
fascinating because, I mean, this is the same type of stuff they say with black folks, right? Black folks are always vulnerable, right? Anybody who runs around, trying to deflect any type of criticism against them because of their identity, there's never going to be a time where it's going to be okay to criticize them, right? No criticism will ever be legit, even though none of the criticisms are grounded in any hate or bigotry. It's just simply calling out the fact that, for example, groups like the ADL actively try to promote censorship of speech. They actively try to financially hurt people, harm people, simply for disagreeing with them politically. And that's wrong. This guy has no business trying to tell Twitter what they can and cannot allow on the platform. He does not run Twitter/X. He's not an executive. He didn't buy it. And if he really wants to do that, if he wants to control stuff, if he wants to call the shots, then he should put up $44 billion and buy it. That way he can censor as much as he wants. But until then, he ain't got no business involved in this stuff. He ain't got no business going to advertisers trying to pressure them to boycott Twitter. So again, man, when you see interviews like this, it shows you what these people are about and how far they will go to deflect any type of criticism of them. Again, it reminds me of the race hustlers. Black Lives Matter. Oh, any criticism of Black Lives Matter is because you hate women, you hate black women, right? You also hate lesbians too, apparently. No, we're criticizing you because your organization is promoting cultural Marxism and raising money off the backs of dead black men, in which the founders are getting rich, but the communities that actually have suffered, they're not seeing any of the money. But again, if you point that out, if you criticize them for that, no, that's hate and bigotry. It's the same playbook with all these organizations. Stifle any type of criticism against them by crying hate and bigotry. It's the same thing. Again, and it needs to stop. The criticism is well-deserved. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.